Alright everybody, welcome back to Metroid Prime on Cybercore Gaming. So in the last episode, I was right at the top of this room and trying to get into this passageway. And then there's an episode of me going through all of this and getting to this, and then hopping on the elevator to the Phazon Mines. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my capture gave me back a blank movie file that has nothing on it. The sound and the game audio is all there, but I don't know what the hell happened to the movie file. So while I'm sorry, but I just can't bugger to go all the way back there. So I did, I'd saved in the first opening save point in the Phazon Mines, and I loaded up my game and I went back here to just kind of show you the last leg of where that episode took place. And yeah, so we're on our way to the Phazon Mines. Yeah, here's where the game starts to get a little dark and alien and weird. As you can see, there's intense radiation detected, so I could jump down in there and show you what happens. The thermal visor should give you a pretty good idea. Yeah, no, I don't. It drains your health, I want to say, like 3 times as fast as going for a lava bath does. So it's nasty. And I'm about to go to some mines that are full of it. And full of space pirates, too. This is where the game really starts to... Well, I won't say starts, but the Phazon Mines are by far the most difficult map in the game. Just a lot of space pirates, and we're on our way to get the power bombs. That's what's happening here. And yeah, I don't really know what to do about that lost episode. It's gone. There's a save point through a door over here, right where I'm pointing, and that's where I had ended up, and that's where I saved. Yeah. This first room isn't really too bad. There's some space pirates hanging out somewhere. Couldn't really tell you where. Oh, shit. God fucking damn it. Dude. Thank you. Alright. These ones, I think, are reinforced. I may need to scan them and figure that out. But, yeah, because I definitely don't remember them taking that much to take down before. So, yep. There's going to be a lot of dogfights in here. But thankfully, I have the ice beam. And most of Samus's problems can be taken care of with the ice beam followed by high explosives. I think I've said it before, it really is kind of silly how overpowered the ice beam is. Of course, in the old games, you could just... In Super Metroid, I remember you could just tack on the ice beam. It just added a freezing effect to whatever else you were doing, like your plasma beam, or your wave beam, or the spacer beam, which isn't in any of the newer Metroids, but I mean, that was really overpowered. But I guess they did a decent job balancing it by making it have like a slow as shit rate of fire and no homing capabilities. Oh god, do I have to... I guess I do. These do actually get somewhat annoying. The whole thermal visor puzzles. It's funny because I remember I was so excited about the thermal visor, and it does look really cool, and it's fun to use in fights. But for puzzles, it's just kind of, I don't know. I recently went and played the second Metroid, Metroid something, Metroid 2 Return of Samus or something like that. I don't remember what it was called exactly, but it's the only one that they made for Game Boy. And it was really weird to go back and play because I don't know. There's something about old monochrome games on like the old systems that is really like unsettling because it's like the music is very minimal and stuff just kind of comes at you. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's definitely creepy for a Metroid game, in my opinion. What else is there to do here? What's really exciting is that the the plasma beam is within reach. It's definitely going to be a thing that's happening soon. I just need the power bombs and the grappling beam before I can go get it, and then I believe after I have those two things, I'm set. I need to figure out a way to get through this force field. Can we, dual control, deactivation controls are likely nearby. Yeah, I know. I found this one. Are there... What am I missing? What we got? Where are they? I'm gonna be really annoyed if it's like somewhere near like the entrance of the room or something ridiculous like that. Wait. No? I didn't think so. You know, I already did. It doesn't take me anywhere else, does it? I don't think it does. Phase on mutations. Trooper. Oh yeah, they're building super soldiers, by the way. Here. That's a thing. Okay, I'm getting somewhat frustrated. Where the fuck is the thing? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, bingo. Alright, here we go. This thing, I believe, blows up. No? You don't blow up? Are you sure? Are you sure that you don't blow up? You look like something that's supposed to blow up. Yeah, I was right. It just wasn't worth wasting a missile on you. Man, fuck off. So I had an interesting weekend. I remember I was talking about my trip to Pittsburgh. Anyway, when I came back, a buddy of mine from Atlanta was in town, and a mutual friend that we have in Knoxville, and they were hanging out, and they are both they both drink like it's a profession. They're very one of them would probably be like, yep, and the other would probably be like, oh no, I don't have a you know, and there's truth to that. But um, yeah, they came over and hung out with me and my fiance, and um, I don't know if I've mentioned this on any of the series before, but I don't drink. It's just I mean, I'm certainly not straight edge, but it's just that one thing that I don't do. You know, everyone has that one thing. Oh shit. And so they come over and we're just hanging out, and they're, you know, they're drinking, smoking, and whatever, and I'm you know, keeping a respectable distance, and because I quit smoking. I used to be a really heavy smoker, and then I quit with vaping, and I know how people feel about vaping, and a lot of people are like really, like, I don't know, they think that like vapors are like elitists or whatever or something like that. Apparently there's a school of people who vape that are like really pretentious about it, and I've never been like that. I've just been like, hey, I quit smoking, it's cool, you should try it. Oh, you don't want to try it? All right. And that's usually as far as the conversation goes. So anyway, but I do enjoy my drunk friends, even though I don't drink. Like I do enjoy their company, and so eventually we put them up for the night because my fiance and I are kind of like we try to be really good hosts and whatnot. And this is not my only story like this, by the way. It's just recent, so it's coming to mind. Oh, these guys suck. You have to hit them with a certain beam. Shit. Stop it. Fuck off. Anyway, so we put them to bed, and the friend from Knoxville, and because this is kind of I don't know if I really want to be, you know, mentioning their names given the content of this story, and, you know, who all may or may not be listening. But damn it. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, missiles don't work on these guys. So we put them to bed, and my buddy from Atlanta falls asleep like immediately and starts sawing logs and whatnot. And then his buddy, and they're like best friends, his buddy, the one that we live with up in Knoxville, wakes up and starts just getting naked. And they're like, these two are like bros. I mean, neither of them are gay, but they have gay tendencies. All my friends are very, very open people like that. There is like, I don't think there's an atom of homophobia in anybody that I interact with or am friends with. And I think he just drank too much, and then he had, I don't know, he took something, and then he went to bed, and then he wakes up and just strips naked and just dog piles on top of his buddy. and like all on my floor, like with my blankets. And so I'm like, come on, man. And like trying not to see his dick and just put blankets over him. And he keeps taking them off, and then he gets up and roams around a little bit and just grumbles. And my buddy from Atlanta, my other friend, he's like, dude, don't worry, he just does this sometimes. And I'm like, is he gonna be all right? Do we need to, like, no, he's fine. He just woke me up, and now I'm pissed off. I need some Netflix or something to watch. And then when we finally get him to go to bed, he comes into my studio space, which is where I record all this shit. And I'm like I'm staying up working on some stuff, and comes into my studio space, and he's like, hey man, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. Like, what are you doing? Because at that point I think I was just dicking around on the internet. He comes in like just his boxers, and I'm like, alright man, like, put on a shirt or something, because like I don't want you to get any bodily fluids on any of the gear in here or whatever. And he's like, no, man, I just wanted a hug, just wanted some cuddles. And I was like, all right, well, I'll give you a hug, I'll give you some cuddles, but put on a shirt and go to the bed that we painstakingly made for you on the floor. He's like, all right, and then he proceeds to lay down on top of my other friend. Again, the story's probably really sucks without mentioning their names. It's just there's a lot of alcohol and drug use involved, and so I really didn't want to, go too in depth with it. I don't know. Maybe they don't care. But I just realized the point of the story is, I don't know. I don't think there is a point to the story. In spite of being, I'm pretty confident in saying that I'm, 100% straight for whatever gay tendencies that I may have, which everyone has. I don't care how straight you think you are. I realized that I've seen at least as many penises as I've seen vaginas in my life. And, I didn't know how to feel about that. And so I don't know. Does anyone else have that ratio? I mean, unintentionally, obviously, unless you're bisexual, and that's a whole different story. But it just, I was like, wow. And he did that thing where like he was adjusting his junk, getting ready to get in the bed, and then like, guys, you ever adjusting your junk and you kind of have your underwear pulled out and you're like reaching in there, just taking care of your placement problems, and then you just kind of let the elastic snap back, and instead your penis like is still stuck outside of your... Yeah, he did one of those things like at me, and I was like, I looked back too soon, and there was something staring back. It was no good at all. I have a lot of awful stories like that. Most of them are not recent, but we had another friend of mine, my buddy Sean, which I know he has no compunction about me saying any of this. My buddy Sean, he lives in Knoxville. Shout out to little Sean. We had him over for like a birthday party or something like that, and he literally, and this guy is like an old school like crust punk. He's probably one of the most punk rock people I've ever met, and he's like a good 10 years older than me or something like that. Anyway, he just, after everyone was like coming down and like really drunk and or fucked up in whatever fashion and just trying to kind of tone it down for the night, he gets up, strips naked, and runs outside and throws himself in the bushes. And we all have to drag him out. And I remember, we weren't going to make like... And of course, the guys had to do it, because we weren't going to make any of like our girlfriends go do it. Like, it's one of those situations where like, even though you don't want to do it, you want the ladies in the situation to be doing it even less. So there was that, and God, I have so many other weird stories. I obviously need to save some. I can't blow them all in this episode, but I have a lot of very suspect friends. Yeah. And being engaged certainly didn't change that, as this past weekend shows. Woke up the next morning and I was like, baby, I saw a penis last night. I didn't mean to, but it happened anyway. Oh God. Best part of waking up right there. It's conversations like that. Anyway, this is this is where the phazon mines start to get a little crazy, and it's what the phazon mines are known for, is these space pirates that can only be damaged with a specific beam, and having to deal with their bullshit. That's pretty much what the phazon mines are all about. Anyway, I'm gonna pause the game, end the episode, this very awkward episode. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.